second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5. Play action. It's Smith. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 79 Broncos.
Richardson. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Alert! Alert!
Palmer going to go in motion left. On 2nd down, a run by Achane. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp goal right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A.J. Brown, a 9-yard touchdown Brown. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Now Geno on 1st down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10, Smith again. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Again, Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Touchdown! Cooper Kupp from a yard out. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll run for it with Achane. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the 1st quarter. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Off of play action, here's Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to move that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A shotgun snap for Smith. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 40 yards rushing for him now and just 6 carries to this point. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a toss right side, Achane with it. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Play action. Now Richardson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44.
Intercepted by the Saints. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
And there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he is caught, and he's got this down to the 35. On 1st down, Smith. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
It'll be a gain of 5, and 3rd and 8 now.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Come on, come on. 19 Lions. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
19 kites, 19 kites, 18, pioneer. Ready.
Now Richardson back to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And shooting him off now open field. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Cut 19, cut 19. Warriors, 70.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. First and 10, it's Richardson. He'll dump this off to Achane. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Trap 60, trap 60. Stop below 18. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Carlson is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's third and long. Geno now to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's first and 10. Now Geno. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a 2nd and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
Here's Richardson to throw. Throw caught by Achane. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they have 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Got it. Ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half? There he goes, right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Richardson. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And bulldozing his way through. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him eat. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kendre Miller, 26 yards. And the Falcons add 6 to their lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they're coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. To the right side and complete to Hurst. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can fly.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. And it's Tommy Adebawore, the one who got in there for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Geno on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing to trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Smith now to throw. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. And a Tommy Adebawore now with his second sack here on opening night. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask the defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
He's into space past the 25. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down by a good couple of yards as they end up getting 6 there on 4th and 4. From the gun to give to Mixon. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence,
there he goes left side. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devon Achane, 84 yards. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing again is Smith. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Play action. Now Richardson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
There we go, Tanoa.
After the interception, here's Smith. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Out of the gun, Smith. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The Saints on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And
is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. To throw is Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
3rd down and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's taken inside his own 40. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
That'll be caught. It's Kupp. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards.
A shotgun snap for Smith.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Evans. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Saints 17. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Let's go now.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout.
It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
18, pioneer. Cup 19, Cup 19. Warrior 70.
Here's Richardson. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. And his throw here's incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Smith. Able to get this to Patrick. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
From talking with defensive backs and their coaches over the years, they hate to see four guys in a route like this because the safeties are often occupied. It creates indecision. They're unsure about who goes with who. And the quarterback, he just reads the most vulnerable safety and takes advantage of it for a big play here.
The Smith's throw here hauled in by Cup. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Smith to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The problem with that